Hello my crafty friends, Corrine here from Corrine Crafts. I hope you are well. Well, I've got another new video for you. This one today, isn't this absolutely gorgeous? A little bit of purple for a heart. My theory was I wanted to do some white florals on a white background with just a little bit of inking. It's just about trying different styles to create beautiful cards. This is from one of my signature collections, a little bit of angel hair, and there you are, you have a beautiful card. Beautiful cards do not have to be complicated. We can make gorgeous ones. I'm going to show you now how I put this one together. When I start my projects, they often start from different places. Today started from, I thought, I really fancy using my Trinity Heart Fancy frame, if I can get the words out, from my signature collection when I was still on Create and Craft. So I did a couple of signature collections and these were the hearts. So I designed this heart. It was very rough scribbles. I still have them somewhere. And then the lovely designer said, come on, let's put one in the middle as well. So she took these scribbles and made them into the heart for the centre. So I'm actually going to use this centre heart for this, and I've cut it out of some purple card. Now this purple card has come from my card base. So I've got my card base and I've stuck a square of purple on and I cut out the centre so that I could use it, so I could be really efficient, and I've cut out the heart. Isn't that absolutely gorgeous? I don't think I will ever get past the enjoyment of seeing things that I have drawn turned into die form. I know designers do it all the time, but it really makes me excited. So that was where I started from. So having got that purple heart, I got myself a piece of white card. Now you can see on here, I've decided that my card topper is going to be 5.5 inches square. Now I know in the US, for my US subscribers, you find it easier to do these as rectangular cards. This would work lovely as a rectangular card, but I wanted to do this as a square for today. So my card base is 6.5 inches and my topper is 5.5 inches, and you can see. So it just means I've got like a 1/2 inch border all the way around. That's not going to be my finished size, so just bear with me. So we're going to use it just like that. So we want to put it on like that. So just remember those measurements if you want. Let's move that out of the way. So the first thing I need to do is I need to put a bit of colour on here. And I'm going to use my crushed velvet. I thought it was a pretty good one to match. You know, it's fairly, they all vary slightly. So I'm going to take this and I'm going to just spray a bit of water onto there. Now you've seen me do this, just get my little poly bag of kitchen roll, and it just means I can control where I put this. So I'm going to take this and I'm just going to blob a few little bits. Now I've also got some like stamps that do like ink splats, and that would work too. You can do whichever you want. So once I've put a little bit on there, see how easy these cards are to come together. I'm really getting into sort of these quick cards. So I've got that. Then I'm just going to get a brush. Right, so I'm going to take my purple, pick it up on a brush, and we're just going to splat it on. Sometimes I splat using my pokey tool. Sometimes I splat using my finger. It's up to you. Just to add little bits on there like that, just so that I've got that perfection. Then I'm going to take some white acrylic paint. So this is white acrylic. I can't splat this, it's far too thick. So I've decided to be efficient and I put some into a little jar I found. And it's in this jar, and I've just sprayed some water in there. So it's, can you see the consistency? It's much thinner than it was. And I've put it in this jar so that I can use it time and time again. So I can pick this up. I've just put this into my tray. You've seen me use my splatter tray before, and I'm just going to, it's still quite thick. I might need to, that's a bit thick. There we go. Never mind. We can just splatter like that, and I'm splattering down me an acrylic paint. I forgot to put my pinny on again, didn't I? And acrylic paint stays on your clothes. Right, so I've got some splats. I've got some wriggly splats and everything. Now I need to leave that to dry. Now you'll see this is just regular stamping card. I've not used watercolour card. I've just used my regular stamping card. So that's going to go. So I need that to dry now. And when that's dry, this is what it looks like. So this is one that I just did a few minutes ago. So, and that's really only had half an hour tops to dry. So that was 5.5. So this is just under 5 3/4 square. So I can pop that on there, and I do like having that white. Now, if you don't like that, you could be putting in a purple layer at that point. You could be putting in a silver layer or something. It's entirely up to you. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab some red liner tape, and then I can put that on the back of there. Now I'm just going to put a couple of pieces of red liner on, just to, because because as I said, it's not watercolour card, it's just stamping card. So I just want to sort of flatten it out a little bit. And this is all it's going to take just to flatten it out. So you just need to bear down on that a little bit. Oops, just caught the corner. And once you pressed it down, red liner tape comes straight up. Not a problem. I'm then going to get some glue, just my regular tacky glue, and I'm going to put that all over, just on here. I'm loving these quick sort of cards, but these sort of, you know, not grungy cards, but really simple, but very, very effective. And that's going to go, so I've got red liner at the top and bottom. That's just going to help it to be flat. And then I can hold that. I've got my fingers under till I'm happy with where it's sitting. And that will then pop down there and just press it on the red liner. And that's going to hold it flat onto that card. So I've got that there. Now I've already put some foam tape on the back. So that now is going to sit on my card base. So I've already shown you this, my 6.5 inch square card base and my piece of linen card. And we're going to put that on. My purples are slightly different, but I think we can get away with that with artistic license, can't we? Just adds in different tones. They're all of the same sort of tone. So we can take this off. This is the sticks to foam tape. It's 1.6 millimeters. I don't know what that converts to in, it's less than a centimetre, isn't it? But I don't know. 1.6 millimetres. Very specific. There we are. Right. And that now, I want that to go that way up. Let me make sure I've got my card. Yep. And that's going to go on there. So it's a very, very simple card base. We're not going to go complicated. So my purple heart is going to go onto here. And I love that. That's slightly different purple, so it really adds. And I've got a sentiment. I've just taken a sentiment, I put it onto the purple, and I've mounted it on white. So we can put that on there. We're nearly, if you wanted to, a couple of gems, and that would be a beautiful card. Quite clean and simple. How about that? But I know, you know me, I've got to do a little bit more. And I found these. These are from my Wildflower Silhouette collection. It's Gemini Floral Silhouette collection. So yeah, so I got these, and then I love them just cut out in white. So I've cut out a couple from here in white, and I've also embossed them to give them those details. So you cut them out and then run them through on your rubber mat. So I've cut this one out. Aren't they lovely? And I've also cut this one out. You can see that comes from there. And I've also cut one off from this sheet. That's that one. There we go. Just cut those. And like I say, I've also run them through on my rubber mat just to give me that extra. Now, you could be colouring these in. You could be colouring them with watercolours. But I actually wanted the white flowers. I just think it's going to look lovely. And then the other thing I've got is I've got my purple angel hair. Let's pull a little bit off there. There we go. Look at that. I've got a little piece here. So I don't know how much of this is. So what I'm going to actually do is I'm going to get some 3D glue. I'm going to put a little bit of 3D glue across the middle. Just like that. Because that's all going to be hidden. I'm going to get my angel hair. I'm just going to wrap it. Just sort of wrap it up a little bit. Just like go all those bits. Angel hair, Sisal, whichever one. If you can find loads on places like eBay and Etsy for angel hair. Sisal, if the brand, I wonder if Sisal's a brand name, because that's how I always knew it. But if you look at it under angel hair, you'll find a lot more. So look at that. So that's just catching using that 3D glue. And then I'm going to pop, I can take things on and off. I'm going to be putting that on like that. But I want to put the flowers on. So I ummed and ahed. Did the flowers go above the heart? See, I lose a lot of the heart, or underneath the heart. I think they're going to go underneath the heart. I can trim them down. It's not a problem. I can put one like that. And I don't know yet whether I need 2 or 3. Let's bring this one down a little bit. This is the thing I love about the 3D glue. Now, change my mind. Right, I might tape that one onto there. I couldn't do this if I was doing, even with tacky glue, it wouldn't work. But or hot glue definitely wouldn't work. So let's put that one like that. So we've got that. An outline heart would work really well with this because you wouldn't be covering up as much. And then Can you still see the heart, or am I losing too much of the heart? Do I need to put it like that so I can still see? Actually, I could drop the heart down, couldn't I? So it's off centre. That works. I think that's what I might do. Right, let's put a little bit more glue on. Is that catching on the glue? I think it is. Let's just put a little bit more 3D glue on here. I wouldn't even dream of trying to do foam pads. That wasn't in my brief when I designed this, to try and get the shapes suitable for foam pads. So there we go. Now you could actually put, what I could have done was I could have done a purple heart outline and a white heart in detail. Am I going to change my mind? Before that sticks, let me try something else. Right, and I'll show you how I'm going to do it. So let's get that one. Let's find the heart. Let's grab, I need a white pen. I've had a change of heart, what I might want to do. So I'm going to go that way up onto here. Whichever way I decide to go, nothing's wasted because I can always... Now, this blade is right to the edge. One thing Tattered Lace got right was being able to get their cutting blades right to the edge. So I've not got my normal border. So what I need to do is cut right round that, giving a little bit of a border. So let's cut this. This has definitely changed my mind as I go. So let's cut round on the outside of that white line, all the way around. I need to go quick before that glue dries and holds that one down that I've done. I've just decided I don't like, it's not working how I thought it would. So just cutting outside that line. I'm not quite even here sometimes, but I think it'll look all right once it's finished. Let's go round the outside there, all the way around. I like to footy cut with big scissors. Some people like to footy cut with little scissors. I like the big scissors because I can do long sort of strokes with my scissors. Other people prefer small scissors, so they, you know, have to do lots of smaller cuts. You've got to work what's right for you. Let's do that. Right, so I've got that. Let's just have to do it that way. I've got a bit of that's better. And I might just run that on my ink pad just to get rid of that white line, the white core. Just round. I'm not trying to ink the front, but I'm just trying to get rid of that white core. There you go, that's got rid of most of it, hasn't it? I think. Just got a little bit there, so I'm going to grab, tell you what I'll do it that way. I'll grab this, fold it up, and then I'm just going to go in there, just to get rid of that white. I should have done that the first time, shouldn't I? That would have been a lot easier. You don't want to see that white core of that. You don't get that with die cutting, because die cutting bevels it. Right, so then I've got this, so I need a piece of white card. Let's cut that just from a scrap. I need a quick piece of tape. Right, let's put that through my die cutting machine. So that's cut beautifully. These dies do cut absolutely gorgeous. So let's just poke that out. I've got lots of little bits. I've got angel hair attached to everything. Get rid of those bits. Right, so what I want to do now is put some glue on the back of that heart. I've just put it on my hand for speed, just because I need to go quickly. Make sure you test yourself before you do this with any glues. I know this one, my tacky glue, is fine with me. I know I'm not going to come to any harm with this one. And then I can put that on there. There we go. You see me do this so many times. When you don't have a matte layer, turn your die over, turn your cardstock over and draw around it. Just getting rid of any extra glue. Right, so we've got a choice. Wish I could hear what you think. So I've got this one over there. See, it's starting to stick. Or Oh, it's that one, isn't it? That one just looks so much, it's like a little pocket now, isn't it? Yes. This is working so much better. Yes. Why didn't I think of that before? I did not give that a thought. This is definitely, I'm going to cut that tail off there, because I don't think I need it. And then I'm going to put some glue on the back of here, or a foam pad, whichever one you want. There we go. Pop that on there. Just looks like a lovely little pocket, doesn't it? I've got my sentiment. It's quite a big sentiment, sending you lots of love. So it could go across here, but then I've done it. Actually, it looks quite nice across there, doesn't it? I was thinking of putting it down there, but actually now I'm thinking, no, it's going to go across there. Change of plan. This card is nothing like how I thought when we started. And this is, you know, if I can just give you some inspiration just to get going with your projects, then you too will have the confidence to sort of swap and change your mind. I've got some hunky-dory gems. I love these. Right, so which ones are going to be right? I think I want these ones, don't I? So let's grab a couple of these. Just to look a bit like the paint splats, but with a little bit of shimmer. So we've got 3 like that. Let's go to the next size and grab 2 of that size. There we go. And that is my card. Isn't that lovely? It's like a pocket, a heart pocket full of flowers. As I think you've guessed, this was nothing like the project I thought I was going to be making you today at all. But I really love that. That is so lovely. I love that it's purple, not pink. Even though it's a heart, you could go pink or red would be what you expect. But no, we've gone purple. I really, really like that. What do you think? Please let me know. Really simple, really quick. Doesn't take a lot of supplies. Apart from this piece here, everything else was sort of out of scraps. Yeah, and it really, really works. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed that. Please let me know. Please don't forget to subscribe, and I'll show you some other videos as well on the left that you might be interested in. But until next time, please don't forget to click the links on the bottom. There's a lot of begging going on here, isn't there? Lots of links down the bottom, and also, but most importantly, that subscribe button as well. So thank you so much for watching today. I'd love to know what you think. Sorry about my rambling and changing my mind halfway through, but until next time, you take care, my crafty friends. Bye for now.